Before our appointment continues with the exploration, refinement, and our current use of tactile verbal communications, throughout the remainder of our appointment, please walk me through the instrumentation and consumables you will need for my appointment, allowing me to view the locations of the Class 5 integrating indicators as applicable. Ideally, you will extend an invitation to me to break the seals on the packaging before we begin exploring tactile verbal communications.
That would help you, because we would do this sometimes with like extractions or even veneers. Like we label what, same as like when you're doing a surgery, you do a count at the end to make sure that everything out went in, came back out. Would that be helpful if we wrote like, because what we can do is, I don't know if you guys have tray paper or a bib or something, but we can write or make circles for everything that went in your mouth. So like if a wedge went in your mouth, then I put it back in the circle afterwards. Would that be helpful?
Probably.
Okay, would you mind grabbing a bib with a pen and we'll just maybe show what that looks like? Yeah, so maybe that's something that we could, oh, we could leave it folded actually, or I see what you're saying. Yeah, so like if we could set this up nicer at the beginning of the appointment, if we know this is important. Say these are the three little things. Work it better. So we have like the wedge. The matrix. And any cotton rolls. So say we needed like a few extra cotton rolls just in case I need them. But would that be something that's helpful?
Probably.
So that when we sit you up, you can see
Yeah.
that everything that went in your mouth came back out.
As we collaborate in the unpacking of sterile instruments and consumables, we practice mutual reciprocity as a way of reducing my anxiety by implementing with me an approach that will allow us to account for everything at the end of my appointment. In the process, pass me the Class 5 integrators so we can both verify the reprocessing cycles unfolded as validated according to manufacturer's instructions for use. As we do this, we learn how your described action will support my touch localization. We develop, refresh, and, as needed, create new language to help me understand how our environment will provide me consensual information, demonstrating how this language will support my real-time situational awareness. We will review which instruments can become signposts. Only those that are safe for your assistant and you to pass between me can become signposts, to support checking in with me. In this way, our environment maintains its granting of consent for my care.
If you've drilled out a cavity, whatever the tiniest wooden one is.
We don't have a wooden one.
Oh, they're just plastic.
small.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Thank you. So they'll typically be a wedge. Like you'll put something between the teeth so that you're not gluing the other tooth to it. And then you would put a wedge to hold that in place. And then we're gonna do you have an etch to pretend? And I don't think we'll use the prime and bond. We'll just pretend.
I don't know if this would help Michael, but what if you just like had your own copy of all of these supplies just in your lab, and then whenever you use those materials, you can refer to that material that you're using. So like, oh, I'm about to use the bond brush, then Michael, you can pick up the bond brush and have a sense of what is going to be used in that moment. I don't know if that's helpful at all?
Yeah, so that was kind of what we were trying, but they're so tiny.
What if you had a bag of them? Would that change the experience if you had them all in a bag like your squeeze toys and you could look at them or feel them through the bag? Michael?
Hard to say. Now that we have successfully explored the basics of tactile verbal communications, before sensory environmental informed consent for my care is initially valid, I dream of a further process similar to the extraoral and intraoral exams that allows us to confirm that you understood enough of the prior process so you can effectively support my touch localization and sensory co-regulation throughout my appointment. When I am reassured that you and your assistants understand what therapeutic touch is for me at the start of my appointment, it is time to ask our environment to support our mutual consent for my care. By outsourcing to it my executive functions around my abilities to safely swallow. With this are associated anxieties I experience related to, is it safe for me to swallow? Am I going to choke on something? If I close my mouth, will I hurt my carer? These, among other sensory-based cognitive needs, contribute to overwhelming me. Until recently, I undervalued their role in causing my sensory shutdown during my oral care appointments. With these supports from our environment established, while maintaining a minimum of 3 points of contact with me, so I am able, supported by firm, therapeutic touch we explored earlier, you may begin providing care to me. Your firm, therapeutic touch provides a point of reference for me to attempt to successfully locate the stimuli I perceive. My localization of your therapeutic touch is further supported by the verbal description of your actions. As your therapeutic touch and described actions support my understanding, to maintain my active participation in my appointment, have your assistant pass me the instruments we agreed as we unpacked them earlier. When I pass them to you, you may proceed with the understanding that in a clearly defined time, you will pass it back to me as a form of checking in with me. The more you are able to actively involve me in my appointment, the less anxious I will be. The more I understand what is happening, the more effective tactile verbal communication will be with me. The clearer I will understand you and be able to respond to you, be able to endure the sensory overload your care will subject me to. In these ways, the environment moderates, maintains meaningfully participatory dialogic care, and supports mutually reciprocal situational awareness. In these ways, our environment stewards my active, ongoing, and meaningfully informed consent for my care.
So yeah, that's an ergonomic design question, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, because I feel good like when I'm saying, Michael, I'm gonna give you this, because I just want to make sure it doesn't drop on the floor.
Yeah.
If he's okay and it's just like a handoff error.
So if we go through the design things and then
But we
can
have
show.
to keep the burr away from his hand.
So burr away from things. We need to give him a position that can relax and tighten to give you signals
Yeah.
without risking it on the floor, and that you can't accidentally see him relax
Interpret it as
as a comatose or as a
yeah, exactly.
reaction that looks like a continuum. Okay.
I mean, if we're doing it over his body, because then if he like a burr's not like yes,
Yeah.
they're a little bit pointy, but it's not gonna like
Yeah.
you know.
At worst, it'll be a gown change kind of thing.
I'm not even. 'Cause,
Okay. So not even.
But if we're here, if maybe more, if I'm like maybe if Michael needs more time because he's just overwhelmed or like needs a break, if he brings it down to his stomach, like
Mhm.
that's the same as sensory pass out, right? So if he like goes into this position
Yeah.
and doesn't, then we should, you know, if
Yeah.
he's in this,
No
if he-
false positive.
If he's in
continues.
this position for quite a while, then that can tell us either like, okay, he's needing more time, or he's starting to conk out, and maybe we should like fully come up and touch base. But then maybe if I just hold my hand a little bit higher, so that you have to just raise your hand up, and I take it from you up here. Does that work for you, Michael?
Mm-hmm.
So just again, let's do that as a practice. So I'm gonna give you the burr, or I'm gonna give you the hand piece. You hold it until you're ready, raise it back up to me. How does that feel to you?
That is good.
And there's no risk of him dropping it somewhere that way?
He could drop it on himself, like
Yeah.
so I'll give it to you, and say you go to raise it up and then drop it. Like
Oh,
Just
even
to
then
get-
it's not dropping.
that's
that
kind of the worst case.
Okay. So it's a safe practice is what I'm seeing.
I think so.
Really?
And we can review these videos and maybe we'll come up with a
Yeah.
better idea. But
That's why I wanted to see the demo.
yeah, for sure.
I was thinking future us, what does it look like?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's on a cord, so it's not going to be like this disaster.
Okay.
In other operatories too, they actually load from the front and
Uh-huh.
cannot be dropped because they load from above.
Oh, okay. So
But those can tend, some people feel trapped because you have to pull the tray like over the patient. So
okay.
there's trade-offs there as well.
Okay.
So Michael, are you okay if we do that again, but we'll go on to the next?
Yes.
Okay.
At the conclusion of my appointment, as part of the environment maintaining and granting consent for my care, please review with me the tracking system we established at the beginning of my appointment for the instruments and consumables used for my care. This will support my understanding of what happened during my appointment, reducing the fears that develop when tactile verbal communications alone can't reassure me, rather than leaving me to panic and fend for my own compromised sense of situational awareness. Acting in good faith will demonstrate to me that over time we are capable of learning how I can again, with the right, persistent, and ongoing support, learn to trust my sense of touch again,